We are live from the drive this afternoon with live audio coverage of Coventry Sphinx versus Worcester City. We have just got underway after the minute silence in remembrance of the Coventry Blitz and Remembrance Sunday coming up this weekend. My name is Liam Cook, bringing you through the entirety of this afternoon's action. Coventry Sphinx kicking from right to left in front of the Coventry Sphinx camera. An early break here for Worcester City as we're about to take you through the team news. We might get a chance before Worcester make the opening blow. For the left hand side, Charlie Woods brings it down and Coventry Sphinx are able to get a foothold in the match. Let's get you through the starting lineups now as the action is officially underway with Coventry Sphinx in their usual sky blue and white home shirts with the navy shorts and socks, and Worcester City in a changed attire of amber and grey. So starting for Coventry Sphinx this afternoon: number 1, Charlie Woods; 2, Jamie Draper; 3, Finley Shorrock; 4, Captain Jack Downs; 5, Patrick Zito; number 6, Riley Nicholson; 7, Jordan Hayward; 8, Idris Fassani; number 9, Shay Willock; 10, Kyle Carey; and 11, Rowan Nui. And a little hand in the back there on Kyle Carey down the left hand side of the penalty area. Seemed to connect with the shoulder there from Charlie Wise. Referee says nothing doing. Referee this afternoon, Mr. Jamie Cons. And starting for Worcester this afternoon: number 1, Hayden Whitcomb; 2, Logan Stoddart; 3, Captain Adam Mace; 4, Jordan Lynn; 5, Charlie Wise; 6, Hayden Reeves; number 7 is Elliot Hartley; number 8, Kyle Belmonte; number 9, Zach Gwynnon; 10, Felix Miles; and 11, Taylor Townsend, as Rowan New is tripped just next to the centre circle, and Coventry Sphinx have a free kick just into their own backyard. And of course, key you up to know what's going on at the Stadium of Light in a traumatic week. As a Coventry City fan, I must say I've never felt lower as a Sky Blues fan than I have this week, even including the trips to Sixfield and Birmingham City. Mark Robbins unceremoniously sacked this week after the Derby defeat. We, of course, wish the best of luck to Rhys Carr and the Sky Blues as they take on league leader Sunderland up north. Batting for it in front of the William Knibb stand, but it's brought back to City by Kyle Belmonte. Ball down the left-hand side, and Sphinx have got themselves a throw in there as it drifts out in front of the away dugout. A poignant date this for the city of Coventry and for Worcester City in terms of football. 10 years to the day, Worcester City were at what was known back then as the Ricoh Arena, beating Coventry City in the FA Cup 2-1. I was there that day, and it certainly wasn't an enjoyable experience for residents of this city, but Worcester remember a lot more fondly, I should say. Here's Jack Downs. Into midfield it goes, scooped up by Idris Hussein, nods it to this near touchline, but bounces out harmlessly for the Worcester throw, 15 yards down line from the halfway point. Line off the head of Gwynnon, but easy pickings for Finley Shorrock back in the starting lineup tonight after acting as a substitute at Anstey midweek. Blasted on by Belmonte, but there's going to be Jamie Draper watching it trickle all the way out for the goal kick. In fact, no, it is just about kept in by the number 11, Taylor Townsend. In fact, no, it's number 7 actually, that's Elliot Hartley. Prevents it from going out for the goal kick at the expense of a throw right in the corner, but it gives Worcester a chance to box Sphinx in. It's over the head of Stoddart, hooked up by Wise. Fassani sees it coming all the way, headed on by Felix Miles. Kept in by Patrick Zito, out by Woods. Fassani as Gwynnon was looking for a route through. Tracking back is Charlie Wise with Willock lurking menacingly behind him and heads it into the hands of the veteran shot stopper Hayden Whitcomb. We'll let you know what's going on around the grounds and the pitching in Northern Premier League, Midlands as well, as AFC Rushden Diamonds host Coleshill Town. Anstey versus Loughborough in a local derby there. Bedworth United struggling this season, and they're at home to Darlaston. Grantham versus Rugby, two of the struggling sides in the league. Long Eaton versus Sutton Coldfield. Quorn versus Hinckley, two favourites for the league enjoying very different seasons. And Shepshed versus Lye. So far, no goals. They haven't even kicked off at Boldmere yet, as they are taking on Sporting Council. We believe that game's going ahead. It hasn't kicked off just yet. Given away cheaply in the midfield by Hartley. Carey plays it behind Rowan Nui. And Nui trickles wide from the left boot of Coventry Sphinx, his teenage sensation. And Whitcomb will head to the edge of his 6-yard box to take the goal kick. A couple of final scores to let you know about from the Championship. Cardiff 1, Blackburn 3, and what a score on this is. It shows how well Coventry City did this time last week. Middlesbrough 5, Luton 1. So it's away by Whitcomb. Claimed in the air by Idris Hussaini, who's made a very impactful start to his life at Coventry Sphinx. Draper tries to head away from Taylor Townsend. Taylor has got there first. Townsend in. Out to the first opportunity by Patrick Zito. Here's for Saini. Marshals it past Felix Miles. Looking for Willock in the centre circle. Willock shows off from starter, but snatched away well by the number 4, Jordan Lynn. Wise turns away from the attentions of Kyle Carey. Miles beat Zito, couldn't beat Downs, and dragging down the arm of Jack Downs there. Referee says nothing doing, but Downs plays it out on this near side. Oh, Finley Sharrock couldn't get there in time. Another half second, and he would have got there. Out in the midsection of the Worcester half for a City throw. Early goal in the Premier League. Wolves 1, Southampton 0. That crucial match you have to feel for Gary O'Neill. Goal coming from Sarabia. Sliding challenge by Jamie Draper, preventing the run of Taylor Townsend, which was aimed towards the penalty area. Another full-time score to bring you actually from the Championship. Stoke 1, Millwall 1. In League 2, Burton 2, Shrewsbury 0, and Harrogate 1, Morecambe 2 in League 2. Hopeful ball across the penalty area for Worcester City, but Finley Sharrock with an unchallenged interception. Kyle Carey striding on, followed closely behind by Jordan Lynn. Carey left side of the penalty area, looking to jockey for position. Is Carey in? Stoddart deflects it away. Hartley finishes the job. Cushioned down the centre circle by Zito. Quick finger from Downs to avoid the gaze of Miles. Lunging by Wise. It's upfield to Taylor Townsend for Worcester City. Blasted upfield by Mace, the captain. All good bounce for Draper. Heads it back to Charlie Woods, and it's as you were at the back for Coventry Sphinx. 7 minutes gone here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Coventry Sphinx 0, Worcester City 0. Sphinx doing a fine job last week against 2 of the favourites for the league title this season in Sporting Council, who were third at that point, beating them 2-0, and a 0-0 draw at Anstey Nomads midweek, who have been preoccupied with cup competitions this season. Zito lofts it forward. Chest control by Mace at left back, and Worcester City will stride on through the centre circle. It's with Elliot Hartley. Belmonte. Space on the left wing for Taylor Townsend. Covered off by Draper. Did that hit the arm there of Elliot Hartley? Referee says no, and Hartley controls on the left corner of the box. Lynn. Still lining up, it's threaded through. Hartley with the opportunity here. Bounces off the chest of a kneeling Charlie Woods. And Sphinx clear their lines well, and up the other end, Shea Willock deflected off Mace. Picks up the seconds and finds a free Roman Nui, and runs into the strong presence of Charlie Wise for a Coventry Sphinx free kick. Kyle Carey's immediately taken the ball. He loves a dead ball situation, does Kyle Carey. Hussaini and Downs offering him some advice, but you have to believe it is going to be the Sphinx number 10 who's taking responsibilities for this one. Certainly within shooting range for Kyle Carey, the likes of Willock, Nui and Hussaini waiting on the edge of the area for any potential free ball. Carey, we hope they're not needed. Oh, he tried a little cheeky one. Round the wall, trying to wrong foot Wickham. The Worcester number 1 is not going to be caught out with that. 10 minutes gone at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Coventry Sphinx 0, Worcester City 0. Worcester had the better of the first 5 minutes, but now Sphinx starting to take control. Whitcomb away from the goal kick. Over the head of Nicholson. Shea Willett twists away from Elliot Hardy in his own area. Not the most competent of clearances there from Charlie Woods, but Patrick Zito finishes it off. Hayward now on the edge of the centre circle with Kyle Carey. Out wide with Finnish Shark. He's got Hartley racing behind him. He's going to need some help here. Turns away and he's got Downs behind. Here is the captain, Downs. Carey scuttles away from Jordan Lynn, but couldn't find the sky blue man. It's Belmonte with the interception. On this near side, Stoddart. Hopeful ball down the right-hand side. Hopeful, not successful for the Worcester number 2. Drifts out just shy of the Sphinx penalty area, and Riley Nicholson will take responsibilities for this one. Sharrock, Willock, Carey, Nui all in the vicinity for this throw-in. As Nicholson goes long. Hefted up by Charlie Wise. And headed out on this near side by Jack Downs. He feels it took a touch on the way through from Felix Miles. Referee doesn't agree. And Stoddart will get us underway again with the throw on the right wing. Nicholson. Headed just evades Felix Miles and Vasani switches the play. Here's Jordan Hayward. Playing on the right wing this afternoon, not a position he's particularly used to. Look for a route around Taylor Townsend. There are appeals of a foul there from Jordan Hayward, but the referee says no. It's ended up with Hayden Whitcomb, the goalkeeper, anyway. And well, the goals are flying in at Molyneux. Southampton have just equalised through Ryan Manning, the former Swansea midfielder. It's 1-1 there between Wolves and Southampton, 2 of the struggling sides in the Premier League. Jordan Hayward, too close to James Mace. Former Leamington man, had a brief stint at Coventry United at the start of the season. Stoddart. That's with Elliot Hartley, looks for an option in the middle and finds Belmonte. Miles turns. Looking to steady for the striker. Slide in by Jamie Draper. Didn't take enough of the ball for the referee's liking. Kyle Belmonte wanting some goal-mouth action and sticks it in the net anyway. And I'm pretty sure he knew the whistle had been blown. And it certainly won't count on the official score charts. Still 0-0 between Sunderland and Coventry City at the Stadium of Light. But City on the attack, so fingers crossed for the now managerless Sky Blues. Rumours of Frank Lampard being lined up as the new manager, or head coach, as Doug King has now insisted on. Free kick for Worcester City. James Mace standing over it. The former Coventry United man in an ill-fated start to the season for the Red and Greens. Now fully under the furniture at Worcester, but I believe he's going to leave it for the feet of Miles! Tipped onto the bar beautifully! Charlie Woods with the reflexes of a cat to keep out the City number 10. And it will be a corner kick on this near side, which Mace will take responsibility for. Some of the Sphinx substitutes going for a quick warm-up there. We can see Joe Percy, Callum Ballinger, and the now available Lewis Guest after a free match suspension. Mace on set-piece duty. Worcester trying to crowd out Woods, who's trapped at the far end of his goal and headed away by the sizable presence of Shea Willock. Lynn. Mace on this near side, down onto Stoddart. Hooked in by Stoddart. Head on towards Townsend. Unfortunate stumble from Townsend. Enables Draper to close him down. Draper standing in front, Nicholson too, and it's Nicholson who's made the crucial block. After a throw, quickly taken by Townsend. Miles. Did that come off the arm there of Patrick Z? The referee says no, deflected to Hartley. And Sphinx still trying to clear. Miles. Sphinx could pay for this. Cannons at the standing leg of Idris Fasani and volleyed into safety. Jack Downs leading by example. But City come back for more. Hartley found by Taylor Townsend. Down onto Townsend again. Doesn't reach him. Intercepted by Jamie Draper. Worcester with a sustained period of pressure here. The clearance collected on the halfway line by Hayden Reeves. And now Mace plays it back to the man mounting Charlie Wise at the back as Worcester regroup and try and recharge for another assault. Here's Mace. Punts it on towards Elliot Hartley. Covered off by Patrick Zito. Springs his own rock at the back. Hartley from Townsend. The pass was intended for Lynn. Cut out by Jack Downs and eventually slid out on this near side by Kyle Belmonte. Two determined tackles in there. Belmonte got the ball first. But needless to say, there was no amber shirt inside. And it's flown out into the car park on this near side for a Sphinx throw-in. I believe level with their penalty area. 16 minutes gone at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Coventry Sphinx 0, Worcester City 0. But it's been a highly competitive start to the day of pitching in Midland Premier League action. Just to update you, the Southampton goal's actually been disallowed due to VAR. So Wolves are now back in front by 1-0 and Bournemouth 1-0 up at Brentford. City still drawing 0-0 at Sunderland. Remains goalless at the Stadium of Light. It remains goalless here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Shark and Carey trying to change that. Lays it off to Idris Hosseini. We know he can hit them. Scored last time Sphinx were at home. The second goal against Khalsa. Willock enjoying that personal battle with Charlie Wise. The two big men on the fringes of the area. Shark. And it was just a inch too far for Carey to stretch. Start up, not with the most competent of clearances, however. Here's Hosseini. Looking to get Sphinx moving again. Out wide with Jordan Hayward. Managed to keep Mace at bay, but steaming in as Belmonte. Now with Wynn. And the return ball to Belmonte slid out by Jordan Hayward. Is not happy with Mr. Cond for some reason. The referee this afternoon, I didn't see anything untoward there, but Hayward feels that there was something on the far side of the field that he didn't like. Mace. Poor control allows Rowan Nui to snatch it up. Hooked up field by Zito. Willock the target. Willock nods it up. The first of the seconds is Belmonte. Nice aerial 1-2 with Wise. Now Elliot Hartley on this near side. Racing down the right wing. Covered off by Reece Nicholson. Gets his body between player and ball. Expert defending from the local lad. And there's been a goal at the Stadium of Light, and it's not good news for Sky Blues fans. Sunderland 1, Coventry City 0. Wilson Isidore putting the Black Cats in front. Elsewhere in the Championship, Leeds lead QPR by 1-0. Bristol with a surprise advantage at Norwich, 1-0 there. And in the Premier League, the only goals coming at Brentford with Bournemouth 1-0 up there and Wolves 1-0 up at home to Southampton. Southampton did score through Ryan Manning, but that's been chalked off. And we'll let you know what's going on in our own league in a moment. Battle in the midfield with Wynn and Kyle Carey. And Carey played it over to the right-hand side. Look at the Jordan Hayward, covered up by Mason, bounces out in front of the Willie Nibs Memorial Stand. Last week we commemorated the loss of Willie with 8 minutes silence. Thank you to everyone who was able to join in on that one. For any Worcester City fans tuning in who doesn't know the story of Willie Nibs, Willie was a much loved member of the Coventry Sphinx family, the Coventry Sphinx manager at the time of his passing, who sadly passed away in a car crash coming home from a game. Continue to honour his memory with the Willie Nibs Memorial Stand, with the spirit of Sphinx, which the lads have been showing incredibly over the last couple of weeks. Sphinx with a marked improvement from last year. But at the target as the ball was hooked down the right hand side and forces the head out by Hayden Reeves, and Coventry Sphinx have a throw-in on the fringes of the Worcester penalty area coming up to the 20th minute. Biggest chance of the match coming from Felix Miles' free kick, which was expertly kept out by Charlie Woods. The new Sphinx #1 making a name for himself at Sphinx Drive. Hayward wants options from the throw. Nui's there, as is Fasani. Willock trying to make himself available. He's got Carey there as well. Towards Willock. Heads it up. But it's Reeves who finishes the job towards Felix Miles. Heads on towards Townsend. Taylor Townsend. Onto the halfway line. Slips it down the right-hand side for Belmonte. Hartley's with him. Dinks it into the area. Elliot Hartley beats Reese Nicholson to it. Nicholson waiting for the ball to fall to him. Hartley has to go back with Lynn. It's a high cross. It's headed onto the edge of the area by Jordan Hayward. Now Carl Carey's got some space to utilise, and we know what he can do with space to work with. Over the through ball to Rowan Nui. It's a lunging from behind by Stoddart. Spinks won a penalty. They're not going to get it. But Willock has got the Spinks a throw right in the corner, playing it out off the standing leg of Hayden Reeves. Well, Nui has been unstoppable in recent weeks, and he got himself into a great position there to get on the end of Carl Carey's through ball. Stoddart making contact with the man, but got enough of the ball for Mr. Khan's liking. Throw right in the corner, which Jordan Hayward would take for Saney and Kyle Carey there. Not for Nui, didn't quite have the height on it. He got there momentarily, it came off the head of Townsend, but cleared up to the halfway line. Nicholson tries to keep it alive for Coventry Sphinx, but now it's Stoddart at right back for Worcester City. Now Elliot Hartley. Lynn, quick ball on, looking for Zach Gwynnon. And it's not down on this near side, but I think it was Finley Shark who got his head there. Stoddart. Jordan Lynn. Stoddart, back to Lynn. Trying to keep Coventry Sphinx at 6s and 7s here, but it's poor control by Hartley on this near side. Finley Shark. And he knew that he had nowhere to go, so the hold to this run allowed Hartley to barge into him from behind. It's a quick thinking there from Finley Shark to get the free kick in his own backyard on the left side of the Sphinx penalty area. And Shark has sustained some damage, I believe, to his, looks like his ankle. Referee telling the physio he's not quite needed yet. Let's have a run through of the latest scores for the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. AFC Rushden and Diamonds 1, Coleshill Town 1, Anstey Nomads 1, Loughborough Students 0, Bedworth 0, Darlington 0, Boldmere 0, Swansea Calcer 0, Grantham 0, Rugby 0, Long Eaton 0, Sutton Coldfield 0, Quorn 0, Hinkley 0, and Shet 0, Lie 0. It's been a quiet afternoon in the opening 22.5 minutes in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Just the 2 goals at Rushden and 1 at Anstey to let you know about. Wood slips as he plays a free kick onto the header for Sadie, headed away by the man mounted at centre back in Wise. Townsend getting stuck in there, and that's allowed the ball to trickle to the feet of Patrick Zito. Now it's with Jack Downs, the standing skipper in place of Guest and Woodward. Looking to slip it into the penalty area for Kyle Carey. Carey couldn't get there ahead of Reeves. Tries to slide it off the leg of Reeves, but held off well by the number 6. And it's out for the goal kick. But Sphinx are enjoying their meetings with the sides tipped for promotion this season. The only team at the upper echelons of the table who Sphinx have received a heavy defeat against was Long Eaton. Less said about that one the better. But of course this time last week, 2-0 at home to Sporting Calcer, 0-0 at Anstey Nomads on Tuesday, and they are making themselves heard this afternoon against Worcester City, who've come up from the Hellenic League champions last season and have had a fantastic start at step 4 as they try and get back on the straight and narrow after a couple of years in, well, quite a few years actually, at step 5. Whitcomb skews to the right, and Shark beating Hartley to the aerial duel, and Shark's got the free kick there as it was cushioned back to him by Shea Willock. Hartley sticking a boot in, Shark leaning in, getting his head on the ball, but there was contact with the boot of the Worcester number 7, and about 10 yards, I believe, outside the penalty area, Coventry Sphinx have a dead ball opportunity. It's Jack Downs for Coventry Sphinx. Leads sky blue and white. The same stretching in. Zito was there. And it was quick thinking from Charlie Wise to siphon it out for the corner kick. And if he didn't, who knows what Zito could have done. "25 minutes gone at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Still scoreless. You get the feeling that something is cooking. Carey. Zito heads it up at the far post, tries to get on the seconds and does. Rowan Nui. Shea Willock. Forced to the ground, but somehow maintains possession. Brilliant work by Willock for Saney. And eventually it's scrambled away by the Blues in amber and grey this afternoon. Taylor Townsend stepping in with a block is Jamie Draper, who's hurt himself in the process, but Sphinx are back on the front foot, and Kyle Carey on the right side of the penalty area, lunging by Hayden Reeves, clean enough, and the deflection of Kyle Carey. He couldn't have worked that better, the Worcester number 6. Well, Draper remains down, and I think he's going to need some help here. Sphinx physio, in fact, once again told, no, you're not needed. Well, the Sphinx lads are tough cookies. They don't need the physio unless they absolutely need them. They don't want to have to waste precious seconds off the field for a minor bruise. We will be going off air at half-time here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. So if you want to get yourself a glass of something cold or a mug of something hot, just make sure you're back here for 4 o'clock. Whitcomb down the centre of the park. Gwyland the target. Vasani got his head onto it. And it's through now for Felix Miles. And Hartley with the opportunity to strike, crowded out as he entered the Sphinx danger zone. And Charlie Woods doing what he needs to do, racing to the loose ball and collecting. Well, quite similar to the fixture at Anstey on Tuesday. No real opportunities for either side. Well, there is at least one in this half. Not a single shot from Anstey or Coventry on Tuesday night. And it is the error from March, which is the only difference to Tuesday. And Coventry have a free kick just outside the centre circle in the Worcester half, as Rowan Nui is nudged over, and again staying down, but the Sphinx teenager seems okay, just needs a minute to catch his bearings, I think. Sphinx are making the sides towards the top of the table think. They're not coming here and tickling Sphinx's bellies. They're having to fight for everything they get. And at the moment, they're not getting much from the sky blue and white. It's whipped in towards Jordan Hayward by Kyle Carey. It's a high cross by Hayward. And no nonsense defending from Elliot Hartley. Not taking any risks there, siphoning it out for the corner. And the sky blue and whites have another opportunity from the left-hand side. Kyle Carey is on corner duty. Kyle Carey takes a short one to Finley Sharrock. Covered up by Belmonte. Sharrock gets the cross away. Nui. Handball claims against Wise. I think it came off the shoulder, really. It's cleared as far as Hayward, who will look to get it back in the danger zone as past the Carey, cut out by Hartley, but the seconds fall to Hayward again, and once again the ball is not what Hayward desired. Intercepted by Belmonte, and Miles looking for Hartley down the right-hand side. Elliot Hartley found. Tracking back is Ronnie Nicholson. Down line with Miles. Worcester on the assault. Curls into the area. Belmonte. Miles closed down by Idris Hussaini, who looks like an absolute find for Coventry Sphinx in recent weeks. Carey couldn't find a route around Jordan Lynn, the Worcester number 4. Gwynan, the number 9 for Worcester City, battling for it down the right side, and concedes the free kick. Ronnie Nicholson putting his strength on show and earning Sphinx a reprieve. 30 minutes gone at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Coventry Sphinx 0, Worcester City 0. Reminder that Coventry City are currently 1-0 down at Sunderland. Their first match without the presence of their legendary manager Mark Robbins. And as a Sky Blues fan, I'm trying to take this opportunity, not that Mark Robbins is listening of course, but to thank Mark Robbins for his incredible contribution to our club and our city. Woods down the left side, Willock up for it. Beaten mid-air by Charlie Wise, but the seconds fall to Kyle Carey. There's a hopeful ball towards the penalty area, no one making the run, however it's an easy gather for Whitcomb. Mace, the skipper, gets it back from Jordan Lynn. Great ball through the midfield, and it's cushioned by Bryden. They continue down the left-hand side. Mace receives it again from Taylor Townsend. Elliot Hartley against Sphinx's quickest player in Kyle Carey, and Hartley, it's on to Lynn. Has to turn away from the penalty area under pressure from Riley Nicholson, forced all the way to the touchline. Has Nicholson got him out? He has, but he's such a ball on the way through. It will be a throw into Worcester, taken quickly by Elliot Hartley. Townsend down line with Jordan Mace, with Adam Mace, I should say. Belmonte tries to strike it, cannons off Ronnie Nicholson. Sphinx try and blast it up for Shea Willer, but crucial interception by Charlie Wise. It's out wide with Mace again. Hooked it on towards Jordan Hayward. Head back where it came from, and a lunge in by Mace. A little too excited there to the Worcester captain on Rowan Newey, and the free kick is given Sphinx his way. A low slide by Adam Mace. And Coventry Sphinx with the set piece in their own backyard. Jack Downs and Jamie Draper both unhappy about it. The referee, Mr. Cond, is trying to calm them down. It's the last 13 minutes plus stoppages of this first half. It's been even Stevens so far, both sides with good attacking play, but limited opportunities. Zito's going to take it. Charlie Woods did fancy it, but it's going to fall now to the former Quorn centre-back in Patrick Zito. And Zito launched it up towards the run of Jordan Howard, headed up rather than out by Mace. And further into the sky by Reeves. Sharp tries to nod it down. But it's headed to Stoddart. Miles to control away from Jack Downs. Lynn. Nowhere to go, so played to his centre-back in Hayden Reeves. Now Adam Mace. Belmonte, Stoddart free on this near side. Goes to Hartley instead, and Stoddart continues the run and picked out beautifully by Belmonte. There's a crossing chance here for Stoddart. Sliced across the face of goal and cushioned out by Jamie Draper. Worcester using the right back Logan Stoddart beautifully, but there was no one home for the Blues to turn home the advantage. They'll get the chance from the corner on the left-hand side. Can Worcester make the set piece count? Punch by Woods, didn't claim it, and it's chipped down this near side by Riley Nicholson. As the players trying to get that vital touch over the lineman. Nicholson holding them at bay and relieving the danger for a brief period. And Stoddart will take it. Back from Miles and back to Felix Miles. Tripped by Newey. Referee says it was fair game. Downs away as far as Wise, and Wise with a what we can call a defender's ball into the penalty area. And diving onto it, Charlie Woods. Oh, the afternoon's starting to get a bit fresher in the free-spired city. And wouldn't you know it, yours truly is still stood here in his polo shirt. You know, your commentator runs hot. Headed away by Wise. Also maintain possession in the centre circle. Gwynon. Miles chips it left for Townsend. Miles wanted it played through, but the ball wasn't there. Mace. Now a chance to craft something for Belmonte on the left wing. Covered up by Carey. Belmonte gets the ball away on the slide, but only as far as Draper. Draper didn't get the call from his defensive teammates, and he had a bit of time on the ball, and he's unhappy with that. Clears out for the throw-in, believing he was under pressure. But really, Sphinx could have started the counter there. They're throwing straight to the feet of Jordan Hayward. It's a poor ball from Mace, but he's got it back now as Hayward trying to play it along the flank. Mace deflected out for the corner from that cross. Another opportunity for Worcester, who have the momentum in the last 5 minutes. Another corner for Worcester. Towards Reeves, headed up by Draper. Wise way to get the far post, covered up by Patrick Cito, who got the last touch goal kick. It was headed off, I believe, the shoulder of Charlie Wise, who's unhappy that the decision's gone against him. But the referee and linesman confident in their decision. Less than 9 minutes until half-time. Again, we are going off air for a 10-minute break. You will be able to catch the exciting conclusion of this afternoon's Pitching In Northern Premier League Midlands match after the interval. And want to say a massive thank you, as always, to our sponsors at Cahill Contractors. Thank you very much for your support throughout the season. And there will be video highlights of this afternoon's match on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. We're hoping around 9 o'clock this evening, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload the video. Mace into centre circle for Worcester City. Punts it upfield, but rather aimless from Mace. Draper nods it back where it came from. Now it's with Fasani. Was out muscled by Wynn, but Willock able to get onto the second through ball for Rowan Nui. A little too close to the goalkeeper, Hayden Whitcomb, who was waiting on the edge of the area to meet Rowan Nui. Easy pickings for the Worcester man. It's rolled out with Hayden Reeves, the centre-back for the Blues. Plays a 1-2 with Mace, nowhere to go for Worcester, and Nui trying to put Whitcomb under pressure here, and Whitcomb only just got it away in time. It was onto the head of Downs, but his header is intercepted by Jordan Lynn, and now the through ball intended for Townsend. Quick thinking on the edge of his own area by Charlie Woods. Both goalkeepers, although with not a lot of action to save, have had to be on their guard the last couple of minutes. It's the throw to Miles. Knocking on Sphinx's door again, Felix Miles. Townsend dinks it in. And that's surely the chance for Worcester City. Brilliant save, Charlie Woods to the near post. From Jordan Lynn. And now take with Miles again. Covered up by Downs. Sky blue wall in front. Belmonte sings the gloves. But Woods again is equal to the task. Zach Gwynon looked ready to stroke it home with the first ball in. But it was Lynn who got the effort away. Woods doing well to keep him at bay. And still the second time asking Kyle Belmonte with a venomous hit. Woods proving why he is Sphinx's number one. And another goal at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland have doubled their advantage. Sunderland 2, Coventry City 0. At the moment, the form book is being adhered to. It's a goal from Dennis Sirkin. And it looks like Reece Carr's first Coventry City match as interim head coach is going the wrong way. And a cheap free kick given about 10 yards outside the penalty area for Coventry Sphinx for a bit of holding there. As we were updating you with the Sky Blues story. And it will be the Worcester number 8 in Kyle Belmonte. Standing over it with Felix Miles. Not quite in shooting range, but plenty of amber shirts there. jockeying for position with the sky blue and white ones. Belmonte lays it off to Mace. Hopeful hit from James Mace, but I think he was channeling his inner Johnny Wilkinson with that one. Still very little in the way of goal manufacturing across the games in the pitching in Northern Premier League. Midlands and Stee have still maintained their advantage 1-0 at home to Loughborough Students. AFC Worcester and Diamonds have now taken the lead at home to Coleshill through Ethan Johnson. It's 2-1 in that one, and Quorn have finally broken the deadlock at home to local rivals Hinckley through Kane Noble. Goal kick by Woods nodded out on that far side in front of the home dugout for a Worcester throw. 5 minutes to go, remains scoreless at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. More midweek action to come for the Sky Blue and White. A month of Saturday and Tuesday matches. No rest for the wicked. Draper. It's launched up from the back, but not launched with any sense of accuracy from the former Sphinx Academy product. Well, Sphinx's next action, as we told you, coming up on the 11th of November. So Monday night football coming up for Coventry Sphinx. And they will be taking on local rivals Coleshill Town. Who can forget the incredible match we saw at Coles Lane last season? Callum Woodward sent off and Sphinx holding off a rampant Coleshill in the closing stages to wrap up a vital win. Kyle Carey. Blocked up by Hayden Reeves. The referee feels that Carey went to ground a little too softly. Carey running into the back of the number 6. And as Willock was closing down Charlie Wise, trying to block the clearance from the number 5. He made contact with the outstretched leg, and that would be a free kick to Worcester. And Willock may well be lucky to avoid a yellow card. Well, Willock unhappy with the decision. And Willock is not one to let his feelings go unheard. Jack Downs is trying to calm the situation as captain. Callum Woodward is serving the final of a 4-match suspension, a 3-match ban for the red card, and a 1-game suspension for collecting 5 yellow cards. In fairness to Woody, he collects yellow cards like top trumps. Is there going to be further punishment for the referee for Shay Willock? The Worcester players told to vacate the area, and it is a yellow card for Willock. So the first booking of the match has taken 43 minutes. Referee Mr. Cond with what I'll call so far as a very respectable performance so far. Last couple of minutes before the break. I would imagine there's going to be about 3 minutes of added time. There have been a couple of injury stoppages, plus a little delay for the yellow card to Shay Willock. It's launched away by Whitcomb from the free kick. And Felix Miles received the header by Townsend, but poor control takes it towards the new standing stand. We need to come up with a better name for that stand, by the way. We need to name it after someone so we know what it's called. But it is out of play for a throw-in to Coventry Sphinx. Hoofed up by Jamie Draper. Mace beating Hayward to the aerial punch. Rossini stretches for it only as far as Belmonte. Guinan making the run. Headed away by Reese Nicholson, and he got a bit of a knock from behind mid-air by Guinan. And that will be a free kick on the edge of Sphinx's own penalty area for the Sky Blue and White into the last minute of normal time. Sphinx substitutes going for a quick warm-up. No real need to change things at half-time. Sphinx substitutes to remind you, Alex Locke, Callum Ballinger, Joe Percy, Lewis Guest and Damien Kelly. And amongst the subs for Worcester City, Liam Lockett, Joe Stockton, the goalkeeper, Prince Henry, Dylan Hart and Cam Monteith. Expecting any changes for either side so far. Nothing particularly wrong with either performance so far. It's just been 45 minutes of the two teams feeding each other around and trying to find a weakness, and so far neither has been able to find a particular weakness in the other. Shorrock, cushion header back down by Kyle Carey, was hoping to find Shorrock again, but he couldn't get into position in time. Sent high into the sky by Belmonte. Nicholson shielding the ball from Gwynman. Launches it across the field to Jordan Hayward, chips it left. Stannard volleys it on to Hartley. Belmont. Poor control by Gwynman allows Jack Downs onto it, hooks it along the left-hand touchline. So I got ahead to it, and Kyle Carey's presence forced Wise to thump it into touch, and well, I'm not sure about a frack cam. I think I needed a crash out with that one, just bouncing right next to the Coventry Sphinx gantry. It's a dangerous job, this. I should get more than 40 quid a week, by the way, Danny. Or at least get me some insurance. So we are now into the first minutes of added time for this, not quite a thrilling match, but it's certainly an intriguing match between Coventry Sphinx and Worcester. Nicholson, towering header away by Wise. Vasani tries to keep alive for Coventry Sphinx off the head of Rowan Nui. Hasn't quite been able to express himself on the park so far. And after just 1 minute of added time, Mr. Cond blows the whistle for the break. Interesting opening 45 minutes. Can't wait to see what the second half brings us. But so far, the best chance coming from that Phoenix Miles free kick, tipped beautifully onto the woodwork by Charlie Woods. Both defences doing their jobs. Both strike forces just looking for that weakness. And Shea Willock still a little unhappy about the yellow card he received. Jack Downs doing the right thing and marshalling Willock away. The last thing Sphinx need is another red card. Certainly up there in the disciplinary charts. I believe 5 red cards this season for Coventry Sphinx. The last thing they need is a 6th one. Sean Thomas also making his voice heard. But the half-time score here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Coventry Sphinx 0, Worcester City 0. Don't miss the second half. It's coming up in 15 minutes. And we're back for the second half here at Sphinx Drive. Worcester City and Coventry Sphinx still deadlocked at 0-0. And another exciting 45 minutes coming your way live on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. Make sure to hit that like button if you are enjoying this afternoon's coverage, and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive content throughout the season, including our match highlights coming up this evening. Sphinx now kicking from left to right in their usual sky blue and white home strip with the navy shorts and socks. It's an amber and grey outfit for Worcester City. Let's see what the conclusion of this pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands match has in store. Thrown in front of the away dugout, which Coventry Sphinx will take. In fact, a little bit further down with Riley Nicholson in the back five for Coventry Sphinx. There it goes along the left touchline. Hayward the target, and it's headed back where it came from by Wise. Jack Downs. Swing and a miss by Belmonte. Rowan Nui. Downs out wide. Finley Shark. Shark in. It's headed away by Wise. And now the chase is on with Felix Miles on this near side with Townsend. Belmonte found in the centre circle, the focal point in the midfield. Hartley. Suddart's up there. It's played along the right-hand side with Elliot Hartley and forced out for the corner kick, I believe. Indeed it is. Hartley forcing the issue. In fact, no, it's going out for a throw right in the corner. Hartley couldn't find its way for a sea of bodies, that strike. And it's lofted in. Townsend at the far post. Townsend looking for the header, and it's off the bonds of Jamie Draper for the Worcester City corner. No doubt about that one. A moment of the half-time score at the Stadium of Lights. Sunderland 2, Coventry City 0. Worcester with some vivid memories of Coventry City 10 years ago today. A 2-1 victory at the Ricoh Arena. Was that far post, and out of the hands of Charlie Woods from Hayden Reeves, and the referee unsurprisingly gives the free kick to the sky blue and whites, and Woods may well need some help here. And yes, the physio immediately called over, and this is bad news for Coventry Sphinx because unlike Worcester, they don't have a substitute goalkeeper on the bench. Well, and by the way, 10 years ago, I was at the Ricoh Arena that day, and I've got to say, as a Sky Blue fan, it was not one of the happier moments of my, my fandom of Coventry City, but I think the Worcester fans probably remember it a little bit more fondly than I do. Rayner Johnson's penalty, thought it was Johnny Wilkinson taking that thing. Well, the good news is that Charlie Wood is back on his feet after the old magic sponge was brought out of its box. It's a goal fest at the Brentford Community Stadium. Bournemouth were leading at half-time. It's now 2-2 between Brentford and Bournemouth. Fulham have taken the lead in that London derby at Crystal Palace, and Wolves remain 1-up at home to Southampton. It's 0-0 between West Ham and Everton. Two managers under pressure there, and Sean Dyche and Julian Lopetegui, and the kick from Woods shielded into touch on this near side by Townsend, and Coventry Sphinx have the throw in front of the gantry. It's taken by Draper, headed back where it came from by Townsend. Hayward first to the seconds. The pressure from Miles, hooked out wide by Jack Downs. Finished Shark for Coventry Sphinx. Little lunge in from behind by the number 7 in Elliot Hartley. Represents fair game, got enough of the ball out in front of the away dugouts. Studdart. Quieted the target. The seconds fall to Patrick Zito. Sticks his laces through that one. Sent back where it came from, high into the sky by Wise. Headed out by Downs. Felt there was a touch on the way through. Referee doesn't agree. Belmonte in support now as Stoddart takes the throw, and it's with Guinan. Sphinx trying to crowd out Worcester City, and they've done so. Here's Fassani. Shark and Sphinx playing it around their own backyard with Patrick Zito. Here's Charlie Woods. Hopefully he's shaking off the cobwebs after he was knocked down, and he has cleared towards the halfway line. Not back where it came from by Mace. Townsend shields well. And it deflected out of the leg of Jamie Draper there. He was looking for a ball through to Mace, I believe, but it was a happy coincidence that ended up out for the throw-in. Mace. To the left flank, and Guinan. So Guinan, it's been a quiet afternoon so far for the Worcester number 9, forced into the corner by Zito. Side angle finds Townsend. Mace is with him. First time ball by Mace. And it cannons off the chest of Elliot Hartley with Jamie Draper behind him, not allowing him any sort of room to breathe. Well, the next time we come on air to you here at the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel, it's a local derby on Monday night at Pack Meadow. A trip to Coleshill Town. Monday night football coming to you here on the Sphinx YouTube channel. So we hope that you're going to be able to join us either in person or on the commentary. Never been a better time to support Coventry Sphinx. It's cleared from the back line by Jamie Draper. Mace. Now to Jordan Lynn. Space to work with by Belmonte in the left-hand side. It's into the area for Felix Miles. Covered up by Jack Downs and headed away at the near post. He got the cross away. Patrick Zito to clear Sphinx's lines. After a throw-in, quickly taken by Mace on the fringes of the area. Belmonte is there. Carl Belmonte out once again with Mace. Great cross from Mace, and it took a strong header by Reece Nicholson to ensure it didn't reach Elliot Hartley at the far post. That's with Hayward away. Carey let it run. It's collected at the back by Wise. Lynn. Strides past Jordan Hayward. Now taking on Vasane. He's got options right and left. Start with him. But Lynn into the area. Draper couldn't deal with it. Taylor Townsend could. Close range finish by Taylor Townsend. The ball in from the right-hand side. Draper tried to clear but didn't get the clean contact he needed. And waiting in the wings was Taylor Townsend to put the Blues in front. Worcester's most famous day. And Coventry Sphinx will have to fight back if they're to take points from a number of the Northern Premier League's top sides. Coventry Sphinx 0, Worcester City 1. Goal for Worcester City, scored by number 11, Taylor Townsend. Sphinx falling behind. It's not something that Sphinx have been used to in the last couple of weeks. They've been able to pick up points at a decent rate. But now they're going to have to fight their way out of a difficult situation. Vasani embarking down the left-hand side. Runs into the challenge of Lynn and a deflection off Vasani takes it out. And it will be a throw-in deep into their own turf for Worcester City. 9 minutes of second half play have elapsed and Coventry Sphinx now find themselves 1-0 down through Taylor Townsend. Leaping header away by Stoddart. Worcester on the front foot again. Hayward catching his man from behind and Lynn has got the free kick. As he plays it away, was just caught on the ankle by Jordan Hayward. Well, Sphinx seemingly now going to a four-man back line with Jordan Hayward on the left side of the three-man attack and Rowan Nui moving to the right, Carey behind, and a two-man midfield of Jack Downs and Idris Fasani. If they had the extra man at the back, would they have gone behind? Well, it's going well for another Midlands side. Wolves now 2-0 up at home to Southampton. Pressure is starting to be relieved on Gary O'Neill. Cunha with the goal for the Old Gold. deflected to Idris Hosseini. Rowan Nui, sparked magic in recent weeks, covered up by Mace. Looking to use his pace to get around the veteran. Still going, Rowan Nui, slid out for the corner. Rowan Nui has been unstoppable as of late. Hands off to any potential suitors, he's ours. And the 17-year-old has got Sphinx a corner coming in from the right-hand side. No surprise to see Patrick Zito coming up for it. Draper and Nicholson staying back, as is Shorrock. Everyone out in and around that penalty area. Carey, it's an easy clearance for Belmonte. Hayward looking to collect the seconds. Jack Downs on the right side of the area. Hayward again. Jordan Hayward. It's a low one to Carl Carey in the fringes of the box. Sudden challenge by Mace, and the danger finished with the clearance up towards Reece Nicholson. Coventry Sphinx may need to look to the bench for some inspiration. The likes of Alex Locke, Callum Ballinger and Damien Kelly are in support in terms of attacking options. If they need something a bit more defensive, Guest and Percy are available. Oh, Sphinx looking for the route down the left-hand side, but a wayward ball by Finnish Shorrock behind Idris Hosseini and out for the throw-in. In front of the new Sphinx stand, which currently houses a large amount of Worcester City fans. It was certainly one of the biggest away followings we've had this season. Worcester making their voices heard, and Taylor Townsend, who's made his voice heard in the score sheet, now looking to duck and dive away from Jamie Draper. Well, I think one of the Worcester fans may have lost his pint there as it was blasted against the catch fencing by the Sphinx youth product. Well, it's always a good idea to bring some head protection at Sphinx strike. You never know where that ball's going to land, and an unfortunate slip there by Guinan. But still nearly fallen in the area for Elliot Hartley. Quick thinking from Charlie Woods diving onto it. Now to Finnish Shorrock striding away into the midfield with Idris Hosseini. Needs some help. He's got down to behind him, tries to go up towards Rowan Nui. A leaping header by Reeves. Appeals to a foul there, but I don't think Nui did anything wrong. Move continues with Taylor Townsend. Draper takes the ball well. And Townsend back at his feet, trying to catch Draper. Draper checks his run. It's off the head of Mace. Shea Willock and Kyle Carey looking for Rowan Nui again. Slide in by Reeves. Nui has got to the seconds and plays it behind to Finnish Shorrock. A wise head on young shoulders is Rowan Nui, and Shorrock for Willock on the right-hand side. Willock trying to cut in. Blasted against Willock by Mace, kept in by Willock. Options at the far post, and it was a different Hosseini heading towards the net, kept out by Whitcomb. And the two number 7s going head-to-head there. Hayward knocking over Elliot Hartley. Sphinx that close to an equaliser. That's Hayden Whitcomb calling on his experience with instinctive reactions. Well, another goal at the Brentford Community Stadium now. Brentford 3-2 up. It was 1-1 at half-time. Bournemouth then went in front 2-1, and now goals from Visa and Damsgaard have brought it back for Brentford in that game. Elsewhere in the Premier League, Palace 0, Fulham 1, West Ham 0, Everton 0, and Wolves 2, Southampton 0. A reminder that Coventry City still 2-0 down at Sunderland after the controversial sacking of their legendary manager Mark Robbins. And Whitcomb away, headed on towards Hartley, and Hartley's behind the defence, but took it too close to Charlie Woods, who distributes it beautifully. Downs stabs it into the ground away from the number 10 there in Felix Miles. And Willock looking to cushion it for Rowan Nui, but collected at the back. Hayden Reeves getting Worcester out of a sticky situation there. We'll let you know what's going on around the grounds and the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. The next time there is a break in play. But still a lack of goals in the vast majority of games. But most of the games that have goals have a lot of them. Still a few 0-0s there as it's played up by Whitcomb and deflected out for a throw in front of the home dugout. Be surprised to see Messrs Thomas and Woodward looking to make some alterations in the next few minutes. Hartley shields it into touch level with the penalty area for a Worcester throw. Nicholson trying his best to make an impact, and Callum Ballinger is warming up along the touchline, as well as Joe Percy. Soddart's throw down line with Lynn. And again from Miles. But poor play in the midfield, and Coventry Sphinx striding away. Kyle Carey. Little swipe at Carey, and Sphinx have the free kick there. Belmonte, yellow card from the referee, Mr. Cond. Right, not exactly been a disastrous performance from Coventry Sphinx. They've given a good account of themselves, but coming up against a side like Worcester City, always going to be a tough task. And so far, Worcester still only the 1-goal advantage. But Coventry Sphinx are still very much in this game. With just less than half an hour to go. Kyle Carey in, looking for Rowan Newey, headed out by Reeves. And now Belmonte looks to kickstart the counter. Down to the left-hand side, on leaping towards it, trying to get something on it. Taylor Townsend couldn't make contact with that hoof upfield. And Sphinx have a throw halfway into their own territory. Draper over the head of Rowan Newey, and Mace is able to find a teammate in Townsend. Belmonte. Long ball flicked off the head of the Worcester number 9, Zach Guinan, but easy pickings for Woods. Shorrock down the left. Carry the target, head back where it came from by Wise. Belmonte striding through the centre circle. Townsend in support. Trying to go central, deflected over to Townsend by Jack Downs, and Townsend just lets it trickle into touch on this near side. And Worcester have a throw, and they have control of the score sheet. They're looking to control the match. And there's been a goal at the Stadium of Light. Coventry City have won back through Haji Wright. It's Sunderland 2, Coventry City 1. Let's hope this is a solid comeback for the Sky Blues. Fasani with a challenge on Townsend from the throw. Asking a lot of Shea Willock there as it bounces towards Reeves. Reeves, not the best of clearances, and it has to race over, and an acrobatic stab out by Hayden Reeves, ensuring that Rowan Newey couldn't make progress down the right. Sphinx have the throw, but Reeves certainly earning his money there. A new ball needed on this near side of the park. Jamie Draper looking for a Sky Blue man. Fasani, Carey, Willock and Newey all in the vicinity. Looks for Willock, chested down well by the big number 9. Draper in, and Hayward waiting at the far post. It's a little too deep for Jordan Hayward. He's tracked over to the left-hand side to keep it in. Down line with Finney Shorrock. Now Carey. Switches the play, and Willock will give chase against Mace. And that muscles James Mason. Now Willock in from the right-hand side. Shea Willock, who can turn it home. No one. It's Hartley clearing. Several Sky Blue shirts in there. The great work from Willock wasted. And hooked out on that far side towards the halfway line for a Sphinx throw-in. Well, Sphinx trying to take a couple too many yards in taking that throw in there. Philly Shark has to step back. Headed away by Hartley. Fasani at the head of Belmonte towards the halfway line. Nicholson up for a game of head tennis going on at Sphinx Drive. Eventually brought to the feet of Guinan. I'm not sure whether that was a definite goal there from the midfield, but it's easy pickings for Charlie Woods. And, well, Coventry Sphinx's Reece Nicholson is going to need some help here. Now, Nicholson had suffered a severe facial injury during pre-season. He broke his eye socket, his cheekbone, his nose and his jaw after receiving a header, well, attempted a header anyway, for his goalkeeper in Zach Hedge. And ever since, any sort of connection with the face has been somewhat painful for the local lad. And if he is unable to continue, you would suggest that Lewis Guest would come on. Let's have a look through the latest scores and then pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. AFC Rushden Diamonds 3, Coleshill Town 1. Anstey Nomads 3, Loughborough Students 0, Bedworth United 1, Darlaston 1, Boldmere St Michael's 0, Sporting Cowser 0, Grantham Town 0, Rugby Town 0, Long Eaton United 0, Sutton Coldfield 0, Quorn 1, Hinckley LRFC 0, and Shepshed Dynamo 0, Lye Town 0. And a reminder, as we've got just 25 minutes to go until the conclusion of this afternoon's match. We're back on air on Monday night with the trip to Coleshill Town. 7:45 kickoff at Pack Meadow. We hope to see as many of you there as we can see. Let's paint Coleshill sky blue. Certainly a game there for the taking with the sky blue and whites. Bouncing the ball on the edge of his area after the drop ball. There it goes from the corner shot stopper towards Jordan Hayward, cushion header by Hayward towards Idris Hosseini. Now it's with Carl Carey. Hayward's up there. Hayward for an option on the left hand side, but shielded into touch by Harley, and he's got the free kick too. Hayward a little too heavy handed in trying to get the ball back. Let us know what you're thinking on the YouTube comment section. If you want anything read out, to make sure it is clean, of course. Mick Smith and Delina Moore both tuned in. Mick saying, come on, Sphinx, let's have goals, goals and more. And Delina saying, wishing Sphinx have a good game today. Hope it's a win. And Kyle, you are back to scoring goals from all your friends in Spain. Delina, a member of the Kyle Carey fan club there. It looks like Coventry Sphinx are making some changes. Seen some of the green bibs being flung aside there. Callum Ballinger, I believe, is one of the players getting his match attire on. Belmonte, and there's a pocket of space on this near side for Taylor Townsend. Covered up by the Sphinx man in Jamie Draper. Townsend forced back where he came from, deflected off Jamie Draper. That cross, Belmonte tried to let it run, but under pressure from Vaseni. Meant to run a bit too far. Now Carey down the left-hand side. Jordan Hayward trying to make the run. Hayward closing in on Whitcomb, but it's just shielded back to the keeper by Charlie Wise. A wise head on the Worcester City centre-back. And it's collected by Whitcomb. Ballinger's introduction is coming up very shortly. I think it's going to be either Fasani or Downs coming off. And it's launched into the area there, and Charlie Wood caught as he catches the bouncing ball. There's no doubt Felix Miles was going for the ball there. The referee agrees and decides not to give the free kick. Nothing more than two players giving their all to get to a loose ball. Woods headed up by Reeves towards Mace. Given away to Shea Willock. And Willock for a sea of amber. Couldn't beat all of them. Miles sliding from behind by Jack Downs. Not enough for the free kick for the referee, but that one was Jamie Draper lunging in on Taylor Townsend. And a yellow card for the Sphinx defender. And the first change of the match coming on as Callum Ballinger is replacing... Wait to see the number, I think I saw the number 7 on there. It is, in fact, Jordan Hayward. So change confirmed for Coventry Sphinx, Callum Ballinger in now what we believe he's going to be in the number 10 role behind the front three, and Carl Carey will move out to the left-hand side. Zito scuffs that clearance from the free kick. Belmonte. Hartley Flicked past Finley Shorrock. Couldn't get to the seconds before it rolled out for the goal kick. Slid in to keep it alive at Worcester City, but not enough for the Blues, number 7. And a substitution coming up for Worcester City here. And heading off for Worcester is going to be the number 9, Zach Guinan, replaced by Dylan Hart, who scored the winning goal against Wellingborough midweek. So what we believe will be a like-for-like change, with Hart going down the middle of the attack for Worcester, replacing Zach Guan, who in fairness has not had the opportunities this afternoon. Downs. Chip ball down the right for Willock to chase. Knew he's available in the area, swing and a miss by Wise. Barron just tries to get on the end of the seconds, but quick thinking from Hartley. Upfield down the right towards the substituting Hart, but shielded into touch by Riley Nicholson. Nicholson wants to get Sphinx underway quickly and finds Finley Shorrock. Rolls it past Patrick Zito into the goalkeeper in Charlie Woods. Woods' ball headed back where it came from by Mice. Belmonte. Floats along the left touchline, sent high into the sky by Draper, and it bounces into touch for the Worcester throw. Well, the Worcester fans next to us trying to keep the ball from going over the fence there. I don't think the BFG was keeping that one in. I'm full of the crap jokes, by the way. That's why they pay me the big bucks. Mace's throw. Slightly under hit onto the shoulder there of Townsend. Handball claims, referee rightly so, waving them away. Oh, and smacked off the head there by was Draper onto the head of Mace. The ball had already gone, so the referee pulls it back for the throw-in to Worcester City. Hogs in from the left-hand side. Oh, and Sphinx can't clear, and it is a cheap goal to concede at the back for Coventry Sphinx. Elliot Hartley graciously accepts the gift, blasts it in off the post, and Worcester are on their way to victory at Sphinx Drive. Both goals have come from lackadaisical defending, uncharacteristic after Sphinx's back-to-back clean sheets. Hartley found himself in the right place at the right time with the right finish. And Worcester's resurgence and their march towards the top of the table continue. Substitution for Coventry Sphinx, leaving the field, number 8, Idris Faseni. Replaced by number 12, Alex Locke. Second substitution for Coventry Sphinx, leaving the field, number 2, Jamie Draper. His replacement, number 15, Joe Percy. Substitution for Worcester City, leaving the field, number 11, Taylor Townsend, replaced by number 12, Liam Lockett. Oh, substitution for Coventry Sphinx. Please show your appreciation for number 11, Rowan Newey. Replaced by number 17, Damien Kelly. So Damien Kelly, who's recently found this route into the Coventry Sphinx squad from the Future Pro Academy. He's on in what looks to be a front three with Willock and Locke. Sphinx are going all out here. They've got to do something. There he is, Kelly. Plays it to the right flank with Shea Willock. Kelly making himself available as Willock tries to marshal his way past Mace. Willock curled it left, but curls it around the net. I believe Ballinger was the target. Well, if they are going to go all out, then Sphinx may as well get Lewis Guest on as a makeshift striker. He has done that role before. He is primarily a centre-back, but has gone up when Sphinx have needed him most. But it is looking with 2.5 minutes left. This is Worcester City's day, and a happy return to the free-spired city for the Blues. Whitcomb. Headed back where it came from by Shorrock, but first and the seconds is Lynn on the halfway line. Hoofed upfield, nodded back to the goalkeeper by Nicholson. Brought to feet by Charlie Woods, the Coventry Sphinx number 1. Percy beating Lockett for pace. Still going Percy all the way towards the corner, and the slide in, out it goes for the Coventry Sphinx throw. But great slide by Liam Lockett to keep Sphinx at bay. Ballinger. Percy, cross deflected for the corner. Well, Sphinx are quickly running out of time, so they need a goal here and fast. It's Carey in towards Zito, and a towering header by Wise on the near side. Lockett tangling with Kyle Carey, with a bit of help from Lockett. Still Lockett finds his way out. Mace, Hart the target, nodded into the ground by Joe Percy. Last minute about to start here at Sphinx Drive. Carey to Locke, the former rugby and Daventry man, challenged behind by Mason to take it out on this near side for a Sphinx throw in halfway into Worcester's lines. Jack Downs. Ballinger stretches for it. Mace swings it out into the car park. And another throw in to come. Sphinx 2-0 down. They need a goal very, very quickly, and then they've got to hope there is a lot of added time. And another Worcester change is being prepared. It will have to wait until Percy has taken this throw in. And it goes from Joe Percy towards Damien Kelly. Kelly stretching for it. It's Wise towards the right side of the area. Ballinger couldn't put it back in. Headed on by Felix Miles. Hart looking to beat Zito over pace, but slid back to the goalkeeper by Patrick Zito. Woods throws out to Downs as hope is starting to seep away for Coventry Sphinx. Percy up for it and nodded out by Mace, who has been fantastic at the back for Worcester City. And the referee wants the throw-in halted, as there is going to be a final change for Worcester after the throw-in was taken, by the way. At the end of the second half, there will be a minimum of 5 minutes added time. 5 minutes added time. It's cleared by Suddart. Henry looking to make a nuisance of himself at the back, and Prince Henry. Did he take it around the defender? No, it's out for the goal kick. 1 minute of the added time left. As Worcester City are on their way to victory. Woods. Headed on by Belmonte. Zito. Kelly looking for Shane Willock through there, but Lynn sacking back to make the crucial interception. Felix Miles on the left side of Sphinx territory, but it's Locke who comes away with it. Tangle of legs of Miles. Miles with the interception. Here's Liam Lockett. Locke stabs in with a challenge. Well, there was no contact made from what I could see, but the referee, I believe, given the free kick for the intent from Alex Locke on his opposite number 12 on Liam Lockett. This will surely be the final action of the match. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well to be notified as when the highlights go on there. We're hoping for them to be available around 9 o'clock tonight. The fireworks starting to blast around Sphinx Drive. It's Worcester City who'll be celebrating at the final whistle. Zito's header away. Miles and Belmont straight into the grateful grasp of Woods. The last seconds ticking away at Sphinx Drive. Percy's header, Belmonte. Miles. A couple of digs in there from Ballinger and Downs. Not enough to take him down according to the referee. He's probably right in that, actually. But it's hooked out wide by Hart. Percy sees it out into the corner. We've had the 5 minutes of added time, plus about 30 seconds. Woods. Now Nicholson. Striding out from the back. Hope fading of Sphinx, but they're not going to give up. Locke. Now with Patrick Zito. Sticks his laces through that one towards Kyle Carey. Dispossessed, and Stoddart will clear the danger. Belmonte. Now Lockett. Liam Lockett. Not to be Coventry Sphinx's night. They've had some great performances against the promotion chasing sides, but Worcester City were a task too far for the Sky Blue and White. Second half goals from Elliot Hartley and Taylor Townsend wrapping up the victory for the Blues, who continue their ascent back up the football pyramid. Sphinx back in action on Monday night away at Coleshill. Much more attainable 3 points on offer. But the final score here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena in the Pitching In Northern Premier League Midlands. Coventry Sphinx 0, Worcester City 2. Well, as you can tell, the Worcester fans behind us rather happy about that result. They'll want to see the highlight afterwards, hopefully online about 9 o'clock. We're back on Monday nights with the trip to Coleshill Town. Make sure to join us live from Pack Meadow from 7:45. Thanks for joining us here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. We hope to see you next time, live from the drive. Final score, Coventry Sphinx 0, Worcester City 2. Final score at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Coventry Sphinx 0, Worcester City 2. Please show your appreciation of your players with Coventry Sphinx and Worcester City. Thank Thank you very much for joining us at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. Hope to see all of you in the bar for a post-match pint after this afternoon's match, and thank you very much for your attendance here at Sphinx Drive. Sphinx are back on the road this coming Monday, 7:45 kick-off as they take on local rivals Coastal Town at Pack Meadow. And the next fixture here at Sphinx Drive, the 23rd of November against Lytown. Safe journey home to everyone from Worcester City. Thank you for your attendance today. Final score, Coventry Sphinx 0, Worcester City 2. Thanks for joining us at Sphinx Drive. Not to be.